Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. This is Detroit Alley Cat. Today we are going to talk about something gross. Gross. We're going to talk about a really gross man who likes to eat people. And yeah, so if you want to find out about that, then come with me and let's get spooky. I'm not cutting that out. There it is. Let's get spooky. Okay. So if you are first time to my channel, my name is Detroit Alley Cat. I'm like awesome at putting the hot in a hot mess. So as of right now, my camera's doing this thing where it's like falling off my computer. So if that happens, I apologize. I like to talk about paranormal. I like to talk about true crime. I like to talk about anything weird and unusual. And today we are going to talk about, honestly, I can't stand this man. I really can't. Like, I have been dreading all day making this video, but I'm going to make it for you because you like these things, I find out. But I mean, like, we all like these things. It's like a train wreck, but worse because a train wreck didn't do it on purpose. And this man is gross. He's a gross man and he's going to scare you. So, if you want to learn about a gross man, keep going with me. I'm just saying, if you turn out or off for any reason, I'm not gonna be mad at you. Let's talk about Issei Sagawa. Sagawa. I like practiced that all day today, so I wouldn't screw it up, but I don't really care. Like, I don't like this man. Like, I can't tell you how much I dislike this man, but I'm gonna tell you about him. I'm gonna keep on point because you guys hate when I insert my opinion, and I do it so much, but I'm just gonna tell you one more time, and I promise I won't do it again. I don't like this man. His name is Issei Sagawa. Hope I said it right. Don't care if I didn't. I'll have it like on the title so you can know who he is. He is this man. He was born in April 26th, 1949 in Japan, Tokyo, and he was born to an affluent family. He was born with these problems. He was very frail. He had some issues, but he got over them really quick. And he lived, but he grew to be a short man, a 4'9", weird looking man. And I can tell you he's weird because I don't like him and I don't like the things that he did. So I'm just going to be honest because, like, I try to find the beauty in everything, but this guy, F this guy. Okay, so his eyes are all like whack. I got some pictures for you. I'll throw them on there. And he's short and like in the beginning, he kind of gives me like when he's younger, he's okay. Still looks weird. Then he gets older and he gets like this pot belly gut. I don't know if you guys have watched any, like, scary anime or any, like, of that dirty anime, but, like, he is, like, the villain in these things. I promise you, he is. So, he has, like, a mom and a dad. He's got a younger brother, but because his younger brother was, like, normal, he was at one point the same size as his younger brother. I think he was, like, 2 years younger than him. And then, his younger brother was, like, 2 years apart from him, around there. And so the parents would dress him up like twins, and I got to go through all of this footage of him as a child being normal because it was important that everybody knows that he was a normal person at one time. Yeah, like, when he was, like, 3, maybe. So, this kid goes to 1st grade, and I promise you, this is, like, stuff he said. So he notices this young boy in his room quivering, like scared. I don't know why. Like maybe, it was just like school or whatever, but he notices this young boy quivering and they like to wear shorts in Japan when they go to school. And he said he saw his thighs and he was looking at them and he saw them and he thought delicious. But during the interview, he wanted you to know that he is not homosexual. 'Cause, like, that's what we're worried about, not the fact that he thought his thighs were delicious. And he went more into that, not, like, delicious as in, like, "Ooh, you're looking good," but, like, delicious is, "I'm gonna take a freaking bite of you and eat you." And he thought out of all of that, that the most important thing that you take out of that is that he's not homosexual. 'Cause that's what we're worried about when somebody says they wanna eat a person. Like, are they homosexual? I don't like this guy. Okay, I'll stop saying that, I'll stop saying that. So he's really into literature, he's really into art, he goes to school, he is well educated. I mean, his parents had money to send him to college, so I would hope he would do something with his life, and, he sounds intelligent, he's multilingual lingual. He speaks bilingual. I guess that's, like, what you would say, but I noticed in the interview he said, like, he spoke French, he spoke English, he spoke Japanese. I know I'm willing to guess he had something in there, other things in there as well, because he found German women attractive, so probably knows a little bit of German. Intelligent man, and I'm not gonna say that, like, learning another language is easy because it's not. I suck at it. Trying to learn Russian right now, and let me tell you, rough, rough. Um, so okay, he goes to school, he gets a bachelor's, he has these fantasies about eating women a lot, and then he decides that he really, really likes white women with with blue eyes. He goes on to describe how he's seen a picture of Grace Kelly, and he thought that that was the perfect woman, and she has to be tall. He wants a tall woman, a tall white woman, 5'10", because, the thought of him, like, climbing a white woman mountain is so awesome. I don't know, he's just a gross man. I'm sorry. Okay, so it starts out where this, I think she was a German woman, moved into the neighborhood, and he was like, "Oh, this is my opportunity to, like, get some action and eat some woman." And so he decides, and I'm not saying, like, I take it as how you want. I can't even explain common sensely anything about this case. Okay, stop. So he decides that he's gonna do this thing. He, gets an umbrella, right? Because that's a good weapon. Gets an umbrella, crawls through the window of this woman's house, and, decides he's gonna take he tells the police when they catch him that he just wanted a small bite of her buttocks. I just can't with his umbrella. So this and you should watch the interview if you can find it. This dude talks about how he tries to go get some butt, and this tall German woman grabs him and is holding him and calls the police, and he said she's very tall and she's stronger than me. Good for her. Hold that little man. And so she held him until the police came, and of course, because his father had money, he paid people off and the case was forgotten. Now, listen, if you're in the whole judicial, like, cop, like, you're somebody with authority, and one day you happen upon my YouTube, which will highly be unlikely, and unless something horrible happens to me, don't just throw these cases away. Like, I know money is good and all that, but, like, if we would have just flagged this guy as, like, something's wrong. He wants to eat this person's butt. Like, that's not normal. I mean, I'm a pretty open-minded person, but when we talk about taking a slice of someone's ass and sautéing it up and eating it, that's like a whole other level. And so he gets this written off, and then he's gonna go for his, master's. He's gonna go for his master's, and his family sends him to France, the land of white people, because that's good. It's good. So he's going there, and he meets this, girl, and her name is Renee, heartfelt, and he is getting her he like immediately sees her and thinks she's just like this amazing, beautiful thing and that he's gonna eat her. Not in the normal way. I mean, sorry, but you know what I mean? But in the bad way. Like, so he's convincing her to like teach her German, and she's doing it. They go out one night. He did an interview about how it was the most wonderful night of his life. They went out to eat. Like, dude, this pretty chick decides that she's gonna have dinner with you, and because it was so wonderful, and he describes this, that he decides that he has to consume her because it's like a very sexual thing. I suppose Jeffrey Dahmer would agree with you. So, it was on June 11th, 1981. He was 32. She was like 20 something. He writes her a letter asking her to come over to teach her how to not teach her, to have her translate this poem that was in German and tell him what it means for some kind of paper or something. And so she gets there, and this guy is such a slime ball. Like, slime ball is even better than what this guy is. He cannot kill her face to face. He doesn't want her to see him kill her. So he sets this all up. It's all premeditated. He sets this all up. He has like a chair in his apartment, and he has her sit down in the chair, and she's getting ready to read this poem, and he takes out this rifle, oh, this little and he shoots her in the back of the head, and then he keeps her for 3 days. 3 days. And then, like, oh my gosh, this guy, he cuts her up. He necrophilias with her. If you don't know what that is, it's having relations when they're already dead. Um, he, oh, he just, and you know what? He makes a freaking dirty comic book about it later on in life, so you can just see every single thing that he did, and it's really messed up. It's really messed up. So let me tell you how he gets caught, okay? So he slices her up, takes all the good parts, puts the stuff in the refrigerator, then puts the rest of the stuff in the suitcases, gets a guy to drive him to a lake because a little 4'9" man with two gigantic suitcases that he can barely grab going to a lake, a little pond, is normal. But then Issei, Issei the he sees that they're having a wedding on the other side of Little Lake. And so it's like he has to be like quiet about it or not, like he has to be inconspicuous. So he's dragging these like gigantic suitcases, and he gets tired cuz this guy he's not a man, right? He has no muscles. He's 4'9". He's weak, he's deformed. He shouldn't have been born. I'm sorry if I sound like a jerk. This guy deserves it. And yeah, so he's tired. He finds a bench. He sits down on the bench. I said he was intelligent, but who takes a nap with like a cut up person in like suitcases? And so he takes a nap. So this older gentleman sees him taking a nap and is like, I wonder what's in these bleeding suitcases, and opens it up, okay, to see what's in it. Sees what's in it, screams, the senior citizen man taking a walk, and then Issei, oh, oh, I don't even know. We should make like a little like name for him. Issei Sagawa. He, while this senior citizen is screaming, just stands up and walks away. I cannot with this case. Like, no reaction, no explanation, just stands up and walks away. Like, I could honestly see it. I don't know if you can. So he walks away. The cops traced him back. They get him. They decide that they arrest him. They decide he's insane. They put him in a mental institution. Great, right? I think in the mental institution for like a couple years, and then his father gets this really high-powered attorney. When he goes to court, they decide that he needs to go back to Japan and be institutionalized in Japan. But for some reason, the French court system seals the case. They ship Izzy, the cannibal, back to Japan, and they let him go. They let him go for free, and he's walking around for free. Now, let's talk about some things that I found out. I was like, "You know what? I'm gonna research this case because it's important that we, like, get all the information." Let me tell you about what Izzy did while he was walking around for free. He never stopped thinking about eating girls, which we don't know if he ever ate a girl. So he decides that he wants to talk to Dutch girls. So he gets to go to Iceland with these Dutch girls, which he pays for. I guess he didn't eat them. We don't know what happened, but he went traveling. He just can't go back to France. He's on the do not come back to France list. Real good punishment for eating people. Then he decides that he is now into Asian women. Well, that's good because you're living in Japan. Guess what lives in Japan? More Asian women. So this little mischievous, gross, icky dude, he makes dirty comic books showing what he did to Renee and like in graphic detail. You can buy that. It's published. You can get it on Amazon. You're gonna have to look that up. I'm not gonna tell you what it is because I don't know where the money's going. So it's the grossest comic book I've ever read because it's what he really did, and you could see it. And let me tell you, it takes a lot for me to say it's gross, okay? Um, then somewhere I find this documentary in 2017 called Cannibal, right? It sounds like cannabis, but really it means cannibal. It's a Canadian film. It is not a documentary. He talks about his life a little bit, but he doesn't really talk about too much what he does to the woman. But what they do show is him having sex with a Japanese woman and also getting peed on, and I made it through half of it. Half of it. Something with barbed wire. I was like, I'm watching a porn with a killer. And like it was really I just I was deeply confused. Like, do I keep watching this? I had to like fast forward the film to see what was going to happen. Like, I'm really like I have like a dark interest in like murder, and that's because of my background and things that happened to me in my life. I had a very hard time with this case. Like, this guy, they said he was a serial killer. I could only find one documented person that he killed, but like this guy was gross. Oh, and he made porn. Not only was he in that documentary, he funded porn. His mom and dad died, and I don't know what happened with the money, but it looks like he was living really good. Now, let me tell you the only good part of my entire research. Izzy the Gross Dude died in the year 2022. He's dead. He's dead. But I promise you, there's some gross dude out there that took his place because that's the way life is. So I like struggled with this because I was like, do I really do this case? Like, do I do this case? And I want to do this case because I need you guys to understand that, like, anybody can hurt you. And you need to be careful of who you let into your house, who you trust. There are some really, really gross people out there. And just because Izzy is gone does not mean that we're one less monster. Because every time one monster goes away, another one is created. And that is why I wanted to do this case. Because I wanted you to know how deep the depraved the deprivation, I don't know what you call it, the evilness of the world is. I need you to understand. Like, I know that most true crime, like, YouTube channels are not gonna, like, berate you on safety. I'm going to, okay? Because like, there are some young girls watching my YouTube right now, and I need you to hear this case because, like, this little 4'9" man walked around acting like he was, like, this weak little thing, and he was, but he had to shoot her in the back of her neck. Remember that, okay? And I know that's a hard thing to say, but remember that. Never forget that. That you turn your back on something like that, and he wasn't it, believe me, that they'll shoot you. And I'm sorry that I just, like, went on about how much I hated him, but I really, like, I knew that I had to make a true crime video because that's my roots, right? Like, I wanted to, like, tell the world about these cases so they could learn or take something away from this, and I know that that's what keeps my channel going, and I make all these cute little shorts about, dogs and stuff like that, and I just feel gross making something like this because I don't feel like it belongs with that. And, yeah, I'm pissed about it. I mean, honestly, I am angry. I am angry that I had to read up on this thing killing this woman, and, like, when he came back from France, they made him some kinda, like, anti-villain, anti-hero, and he became famous, and people wanted his, like, autograph, and, like, how effed up. Can you imagine what that woman's family went through watching that? Oh, okay, and then they did a documentary in 2013 before the Canadian porn I watched, and these people were disturbed like me, so they paid for a criminal psychologist to take a look at him and had Issy agree to go, and the criminal psychologist afterwards said, "This guy is a sexual sociopath." Now, I don't know if you know too much difference between it's like the sociopath and the psychopath, or he had no remorse over what he did, and that's what the psychologist said. And, like, Issy said he had remorse over it and that he felt bad because he really feels like his mother tried to kill herself, and, like, the stress of this happening had something to do with his father's health problems, and he said he would never have done that, but, like, the psychologist said, "No, that was just a lie. That was just, like, maybe he thinks he feels that way, but he doesn't feel that way." And then if you see the interviews and all the things he did after killing Renee, I'm telling you, this dude does not feel bad. This guy does not feel bad. Like, he's living his best life off of this murder. Oh. So, yeah, there's not a lot of good I can tell you that comes out of this case except that the guy is dead, thank God. But like I said, one dies, another one's created. I hope that this was informative. I hate these type of videos sometimes. Like, I just did like a paranormal video. And somebody was like, "It's so boring." And you know what? I really like the paranormal videos because 'cause they're so light and easy for me to do, even though it's kinda scary ghost hunting, it's, like, light. But, like, these aren't even, like, s I mean, they're scary. It's like discovering real monsters. Oh, why am I getting so emotional? I'm sorry, guys. I'm gonna have to stop this video, but, I hope you enjoyed watching it. If you got through this all, thank you so much. Please think about subscribing. Think about leaving a comment. I'll hopefully have this up tonight. I need to take a break, take a shot of whiskey after this. I really hate this guy. I'm sorry, guys. This just made me angry, upset, and sick. Like, no one should profit off someone's murder. and someone innocent like Renee, and she was, and I got pictures and I'll attach them, and okay, guys, stay safe, stay spooky. Sorry I was so angry. I love you guys. Bye.